All right, what's good, fam? Today, I am going to go over how to backside air with a late grab under coping. So this concept originated from something I heard Mitchie Brusco from Skate IQ talk about.
I'm like, okay, now do a little air. Just the same, in the same place, same everything. And they're like, I have to go over coping to do an air. And it's just not true.
He said you should know how to late grab backside air under coping. You don't have to go over coping to do a late grab. Instead, you should get really good at it, practice it a bunch of times before sending it above coping.
You can do late grabs at and under coping very efficiently. And you should practice that a lot before you do your airs over the coping. You're gonna be able to get everything you need out of your air practice just right there. You can start practicing them. So bring them lower, release yourself from the ramp, get those grabs, start making them, and then just grind it. Do like 1,000, do like 2,000 of them, and just slowly inch your way up, keeping that same framework. Before you know it, you'll be doing 2, 3, 4 foot airs and feeling super comfortable.
So I'm helping you guys learn exactly how to do that with this video. It's gonna get you comfortable. It's gonna get you comfortable sending it over coping, because if you can do these under, you definitely can do them over. You just gotta hold that tuck before you put the landing gear down. So I get into it from how to approach, what line to take, what to do with the front foot. Later on, I talk about what to do with the back foot, why it's important to grab. I get into Primal Squats and how and where to grab, the whole 9 yards. If you think I missed anything, don't hesitate. At the end of the video, if you watched it all and still have a question, drop it in the comments. I'm here for you. Peace. I'm out. Enjoy the video. Okay, so I'm gonna demonstrate on this wall. I did some, and on different transitions, I'll put in the video. I'm gonna show you and explain what's happening. So as you're riding straight, first of all, foot position. So my lead foot is here. So it's behind these bolts, but it's in an angle. I don't get crazy with the angle. As long as it's angled and not straight. I want an angle because when I grab behind the bolts also, I would like to catch a piece of the foot on the grab to push, have something to push onto the board. What I don't want is to be too far in front of the foot, and then when I pull, I'm actually making the tail leave the back foot. I don't want that. Instead, foot here, grab to where I have something to grip to. Then when I lift, the whole board lifts. It stays on the back foot. See how that works? Then the other thing that's gonna help you is if you get something steep. This isn't vert, but it's pretty steep. If you get something steep and you're scraping the tail, your lead knee is lift to the chest, or as much as you can pick it up, okay? As much as you can pick it up. And you have a solid grab here on that foot. What's gonna happen is, as you have transition, the board's just gonna wanna, I can probably demonstrate better from the top, but the board's gonna wanna pull off anyway and stay to your foot. Then you have the grab helping on top of that. So when I approach, I'm going straight up. I'm actually using this line kind of as a guide. It's not 100% straight, but it's pretty straight. When I get too close to the top, I lift the lead knee. Now, hands in position by the knee open, but you'll see in the video, it doesn't stay there. It's not like this happens when I go to grab. That's what I want to happen, but it doesn't. Naturally, it separates, comes back and grabs. And in place by the knee, separation and the grab. I did so many today and I didn't miss one grab. So it works, it goes back. The other thing I kind of think about is maybe grabbing the side of the foot here, because you can do that and like never miss. So bring your hand there, or now when I'm in this position with the board in hand, everything, scraping up the wall, I give myself time. I don't lift the back leg until I know I have that knee pulled in as much as I can and the board and the hand are doing what I want them to do, which is keep both feet on the board. Once I have that feeling, that confidence, then I lift the back leg and turn it in. Let me demonstrate from up here what I'm trying to show you. Okay, so if you're like this, scraping, knee lifted, board grabbed, keeping it to both feet, when you lift that back foot, watch what happens. Off the wall, air, turn in. You don't want to go 180. You want to kind of go in at an angle. If you have to, slide it, power slide it in a little bit, that's okay. That's safe. What's not safe is 180, too much spin momentum, and you end up landing on your back and hit your head. All right, so foot position is just a better angle for you. Behind the bolts with the front foot, some type of angle. Again, I'm not getting too caught up. I just wanted to be comfortable, and the heels are off the board. So something like this. Back foot is across the tail, normal riding stance, but heel is off the board. The reason the heels are off is because when you land, you don't want to be toe heavy. And one way to stop from being toe heavy is to literally keep your heels off the board. When you land, you're less likely to car forward because your weight is focused on the back of the board. The other thing you don't want to do, like I said, are try to turn 180. Don't do that. It's better to try to land like this, not sideways, not a 90-degree angle, but something like that is good. So for the grab, again, I'm like this, and what I want to do, I want this to happen, but it doesn't. As the pump happens, it ends up kind of looking like, and then it finds it again. But it's okay. The way I have this grabbed, and I'll turn around. So the way I have that grab on the front, you can see the heels are off. The way that I have that grab on the front, this is what I want. Fingers kind of catch a piece of the foot underneath, so I have something to push the board onto. Again, I don't want to be here, it makes the board go away. I want the board sticking to both feet. This is how to do it. You could practice these at home. Even though this doesn't happen, it is a good way to get that mind-muscle memory, and mind-muscle connection of where to grab and how to bend down, and also getting in the squat. Something else I do at home regularly every night for at least 30 minutes is Primal Squat. Sometimes on the floor, but I also like to get on my board to keep it real. So I'll literally set up and I'll get down like this in the Primal Squat. And I'll just sit here. It's very comfortable for me. This is why I can grab so easily. It's because I'm flexible. I've been doing this for a while, and it has helped my skateboarding. Okay, so before we get into the air portion, you can practice these with kick turns. And when you're doing the kick turn, focus on lifting this lead knee up as much as you can and getting the grab to where you're keeping the board to both feet at the same time. You don't want to pull the nose to where you would, if you were in the air, you would make the tail leave the back foot. You want to pull it up to the feet, picking the board up to you. So practice kick turns on something steep. Don't worry about air yet. It's going to get you comfortable with the grab. Okay, that's step one. Let's do a few. So once you can do that comfortably, the only thing you're going to do different when you want to start catching air under coping is lift the back foot at the apex of the turn to pull everything off the wall. If your grab is right and your knees sucked in, when you lift that back leg, the board, everything's going to come with you, okay? And you're going to turn in and catch a tiny bit of air off the wall. Let's get some. now I'm gonna roll some demonstrations on different transition. I believe I have 3 different transitions here. A more mellow bowl, a bigger vert bowl, and then again, another more mellow, but quite steep flat wall. I'm trying to pause it so that it's clear where the shadows can show that I'm off of the wall, but it doesn't always work because of the angle, and sometimes the shadow doesn't show well. But you should still be able to tell that I'm off the wall. All right, I hope that explains it. Drop questions in the comments. Peace. I'm out.